Good morning, everyone. This is special correspondent and competitive tanner Sunny Sydup for Digiplasm and FYILondon.com's continuing coverage of the 2001 Canada Summer Games. Thanks, Erica. I'm here with Dan Flaherty, manager of media and communications for the Games. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Sunny. Pleasure to be here with you up on the patio at TJ Baxter's. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. It's a beautiful sunny day, so of course I couldn't be happier. If you could just start off by telling us what exactly you do here as manager of media and communications for the Games.
I work very closely with the media who are visiting from across the country, making sure that they can get the stories that they need to get the stories of the athletes back home. So organizing the media center where Digiplasm has been doing a great amount of their work. The media sub-centers that we have at each of the competitive venues, working with our media relations team and getting press releases out and all the information that's necessary to communicate to media folks right across the country.
Let's talk a little bit about the man that is Dan Flaherty. What is it that got you to where you are today?
What got me to where I am today? Well, I started working in radio in the early 90s in Ottawa, and then from there moved on to Chatham. Then came to London, and when the opportunity came up to work with the Games, I jumped at the chance. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be part of such a great event and to have a part in developing young athletes in their careers. So it was simply an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
Just wondering, Dan, if you perhaps had to bail out any of the Canada Summer Games media, perhaps from jail or from a messy situation at the hotel.
Well, we did know about the challenges that a certain member of the media ran into in week one, and yeah, there was some negotiating that had to be done, but I think you're no worse for wear, right?
The reason that I asked, Dan, is that our host, Steve McMinn, indeed my co-host, was jailed last week by the London Police Force. He was supposed to be doing the interview this morning, but he's unfortunately at the courthouse negotiating the terms of his bail. So, you know, that's kind of what's going on now. I was supposed to be starting my coverage up at Grand Bend, but I've had to fill in this emergency situation. They flew me up from Mexico last night. We've talked a little bit about the Canada Summer Games and media relations. I think it's time now that we start talking tanning. Now, as you may or may not know, I am here not only as a special correspondent, but also to promote competitive tanning as a medal event in the 2005 Canada Summer Games. I'm just wondering, Dan, how you would feel about competitive tanning becoming a medal event at these next Games.
Well, I think it certainly has a lot of promise. It really does. You know, you've got the sun, you've got the sand, you've got the people out there getting dark in the sun. I think there are a couple of things though that we're going to have to work out before we can make this a full medal sport. The issue of performance-enhancing substances comes up. You know, Hawaiian Tropic and you know, all that sort of thing. Where do you draw the limits? Different kinds of complexions. You know, if you've got someone who's got red hair and really fair complexion, how does that work against someone who, like yourself, tans so dark and so evenly? So a few kinks to work out, but yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yes, I mean, I can't go into it right now, but we do have a graduated grading system. It all has been worked out. I'm actually the sole and founding member of the International World Universal Tanning Organization. We are the governing body of competitive tanning at this time. I'm hoping that it will expand. I'm hoping that this coverage will indeed encourage other people to perhaps take up the sport of competitive tanning. Of course, after Canada's rather disappointing finish at the World Track and Field Championships in Edmonton, I couldn't help but thinking that if competitive tanning had been recognized at an event, we would have at least brought home one gold. This gold. Well, this has been Dan Flaherty, the manager of media and communications here at the Canada Summer Games. Before we go, I would like to thank my sponsors, Crisco, Johnson's Baby Oil, Caldwell Towels, and of course Captain Jack's Pina Colada Mix. Makes a delicious pina colada for a hot, sunny day. Dan, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the Games.
My pleasure, Sonny. Good luck, and good luck with getting in for 2005. All the best.
This has been Sunny Sydup for Digiplasm and FYILondon.com's continuing coverage of the 2001 Canada Summer Games.